name's Emily Wen, and this is Brewer Family Farms.
I'm Joe Brewer, and this is Brewer Family Farms.
And we are a fifth generation family farm out of Dallas Center, Iowa. We raise limousine cross cattle. We have about 120 head of cows. And then we also raise some hogs. We have some commercial hog barns that we have we're independent growers, so we grow our own hogs. And then about 12 years ago, we started a meat business off our farm that's only grown substantially over the last few years. So we now have a small meat business that we run off of our farm and do local farmers markets. So when we both came home from college, we knew that we needed to bring something to the farm. And Joe was the cattleman of the family. My dad loved the hog side of it. And then I always said I wanted to own a meat locker. And so I think this is the best way that we can all work together and bring all of those aspects together in a meat business here on the farm.
Regulations. The biggest thing: licensing, insurance, storage, finding lockers, finding space, working with the state of Iowa for labeling every different product. You have to have a whole lot of insurance to do this.
I think for us, the biggest thing is that to do this, you have to have the best partners. And for us, our best partner was finding a local locker that we could work with. And that was the Story City Locker in Story City, Iowa. So they've been great. They helped us through all those regulations. They helped us with licensing, with our label, all of that. And then they were great with helping coming up with new products that we want to do. Still, I think one of the biggest things is just on-farm storage. So we're still working through all of that to figure out the best way to put a freezer here on the farm, a walk-in freezer. So figuring out all of that and then just having the space. And if you want to build a on-farm store or just want to do storage. So we're working through all of that. As the business has grown over the last 12 years, we're at the point where we need to expand. So looking at expansion is a pretty exciting time. I think for us with on-farm meat sales and just in agritourism in general, and we do on-farm pickup here on the farm, which people love to come out to the farm and see the cows and pick up. And then we also do meetups in our local community. So we meet up in Adel, Dallas Center, Grimes, and Ankeny twice a month, every other Saturday. And it's been great. We get to go out and meet our customers. They get to meet all of us. And I think that has really grown our business. And word of mouth is probably the best thing for us. So when people like your product and they like you and they can tell their friends and their family, then that's really what's grown us over the last few years. So just finding those local places or retailers that would help you and answer those questions, or people that have done something similar, it's great to be able to have those resources just so close around here.
I think the first thing is having a banker that wants you to diversify, but the benefits are you don't have all your eggs in one basket as far as, grain prices can be what they are, but as long as you have a customer base and a product that people want, everybody has to eat. And so, despite what people say, nobody really eats corn or soybeans in the state of Iowa that's used for other things, but people always have to have food, and fortunately now everybody wants to know where that comes from.
Yeah, and I think it's helped us to diversify is that, it's made it so, like Joe said, not all of our eggs are in one basket. So, we don't have to worry about just everything coming in, all the income coming off the land on the crops, or all of them coming off like our commercial hog barns. So now the meat business can actually give back to the farm in a way. So, we use all of our own cattle and we raise grain that goes into these cows that then produce our calves. So it's like the farm is now putting all of that into the meat business, and the meat business is giving back to the farm.
We do a lot of cover crops, and it helps with soil erosion and wind erosion, but the biggest thing for us is that you get two crops off of the same acre. So like after corn silage is done, we plant rye. When the rye is done, then we either plant sorghum or corn silage again.
So you have to have, to do any meat sales, you have to be regulated by the state of Iowa, and you have to be use a state-inspected locker to be able to resell in the state of Iowa. So we actually use a federally inspected locker, so that way we can sell nationwide. So we can ship our products across the country, and we use different partners like Chop Local, which is an online retailer for meat that's based here in Iowa. So we use them to help ship nationwide and to get the word out about the meat that we provide. We also have, even just with our freezers, you have to have an on-farm storage license. So they come out and inspect that every year to make sure that our freezers are up to date and that they are functional and working and that all the meat is to temperature, freezing temperature. So they do that. And then anytime we do a farmer's market or a local event, we have to get a food license, a temporary food license. And then they do RAGBRAI. So they follow RAGBRAI across Iowa and sell brats and pork loins and hamburgers. So they have to have a food license in every county. So it's lots of paperwork and making sure you have all of that. But the ultimate goal is that we provide a safe and wholesome product for our consumers. And that's what we try and strive for every single day here. When we have some extra meat, or if we over-ordered certain products, we donate those to our local food pantry in Dallas Center. So they're always and Perry, yep, and they're super supportive. They love having that, and then we like being able to know that we're providing them a safe, wholesome local product. So it's all about buying local and supporting local farmers, and no matter what that farmer is, support all of us because we all appreciate it.
Eat beef.